This is the book of Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. See? So that's justice, man. That's the real reparations. That's the way things will be even out. That's true justice right there. The ones that put us in captivity, oppressed us. The only way to make it right is to put them in captivity and oppress them. Scripture talk about that eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. That's justice. And these soft ass Christians, these modern Christians, they'll say, don't reward evil for evil. Well, we're not gonna do no fucking buck breaking. We're not gonna do all these abominable things that this devil had done to us. We put this nigga in captivity. This nigga gonna work. It's gonna be for the betterment of the earth. This nigga had you working at a crazy ass job. They ain't got nothing to do with benefiting the earth. We're gonna put this nigga to work. It's gonna actually help the earth out. But you can see the Lord is speaking on, they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So that's the only way. Cause Jake just wanted to drink at the same fucking water fountain, sit in the front seat of the bus. You want to be at the same area where these damn Edomites are at. No, the scripture saying we're going to be over them. And really, that's the prophecy. That's really his fate. What's that? Let's get that in the book of Genesis. Genesis 25. And 23, it reads, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So this 2 different people came from the same father and mother, Jacob and Esau, yet polar opposites. The scripture talk about how as far as the east is from the west. And you can see that from so-called white men and their culture, how they move. And Jake, Esau, he's known for not putting seasoning on shit. And that's what Jake is known for, having that season, man. And that's just one of many things. It might seem minute, but it's one of many things to show you that Jacob and Esau, the term black and white. Because it's literally black and white. Even the terms are flipped, because this nigga's the real black man. But just show you that it's the 2. I ain't say black and green. It was a black and white. The Lord said he have set up 2 and 2, one against another, man. It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Who else could that be but Jake? From mentally stronger. Of course, physically, spiritually. These devils will try to say their intellect is higher, but that's not the case. They'll niggas say, well, they're more physical superior because they're like beasts. And nigga say his IQ is higher, but that's not the case. He is really a fucking dumb. He's a brute beast as well. The Lord gave him the technology, but look what he have done with it. Only thing he have done is made the earth worse. Yeah, you can get across town faster. You can fly across the world within hours. Call someone. You ain't gotta wait. You gotta, you send a message. You gotta wait a few days for that message to come. That convenient shit, but overall, it's not contributing to the health of the earth. He really made shit worse, man. So this nigga, he ain't intellectually superior as well. Jake is stronger than him on all levels. It says, and the elder shall serve the younger. See, that's the fate. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, twins were in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So it says, the elder is going to serve the younger. Who came out first? E. And that's also, read in between the lines, show you that's Cain too. Because Cain, that nigga was the firstborn. Well, as you can see, it said the elder shall serve the younger, and we can read that King David had them subdued. Solomon. Well, we're gonna get that in its perfection. We're gonna talk about how we're gonna possess Edom, meaning their land. So if we got the land, that means we got the people too. Everything that come with it. Because there ain't gonna be no land of Edom. You know, ain't gonna be no more Edomites after those 1,000 years. But this is this man's fate, is to serve the younger. Who is that? Jacob. That's this man's fate. So them shackles, them rusty shackles, you see how the Lord set up, they being preserved. As bad as the air, the environment is on the planet Earth, all this shit breaking down fast, yet the Lord set up, well, it's still shackles, old rusty shackles that still preserved and still wearable. Yeah, that's for them devils, man. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. See, that's justice. And it said the saints is anticipating this. So is the saints rewarding evil for evil? They in the wrong spirit? No, this is the proper spirit to be in. It talks about how it said they're gonna sing praises of the name of the. Matter of fact, let's end off on that in Psalm 149. I believe that's Psalm 149. This Psalm 149. I'll start at 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. And see, it mentioned beds, show you that that's when we're going to be at rest in the kingdom, man. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. See? And I show you too that we're going to get the authority. The Lord's going to give us the authority to judge. It says to execute vengeance upon the people, upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So they show you those top upper echelon of these nations, and chiefly Esau Edom with these bankers. Amalek, the tiny hats, and them niggas gonna really get it, man. And the Lord preserving them. They ain't gonna be destroyed in World War III, these kings. The Lord gonna keep them because they're gonna be the next crop for slaves, man. The first crop. That's why, they got those bunkers and shit for the ones that the Lord really gonna keep and preserve. He ain't got them building bunkers in America. America gonna be totally destroyed. You have a rap nigga boasting a bunker, a luxury bunker, but it's somewhere in Atlanta somewhere. That shit gonna be destroyed when World War III him. Lord got these devils building shit in the Netherlands. These different neutral countries. Yeah, probably somewhere in South America, whatever the case may be, the Lord is gonna keep them to be slaves. That's justice. Because they're the one, they benefit from our downfall and putting us in captivity. That's how we're going to benefit. Jake, talking about generational wealth, that's going to take place when we have servants, you know? That's when we're really blessed. It said to execute upon them the judgment written. This hunter have all his saints call all Yahweh by Shema Shai. See? So the Lord is with this, man. Gathering the nations and subduing them and making them our subjects. That's in the prophecy. That's why I said the judgment written. This part of the judgment written. And once again, that's justice. The Lord is a power that judge in the earth, man. So this is not the end all be all. This place America and this state, you getting up every morning, clocking in, and your 401k, all these terms and shit. It's soon about to be over. World War III is going to end this place. And that's going to really be our beginning. So yeah, I hope this was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, the teachings word in all true faith and sincerity. Shalom.